thoughts energetically on the Epstein files. Okay. I hope everybody's doing well wherever you're at. Time is not fluent. How are you guys doing, my beautiful souls? Um, how are you doing? Hope everybody's doing well. So my take energetically, okay. Looking at the energy surrounding it, okay. Um, I do not believe that the files will be released. Um, I believe certain information will be released. I believe one day everything will be released. Okay, everything. Okay. Um, I do not believe that Jeffrey Epstein um, hung himself. I believe he's very much alive. Um, I channeled him, I remote viewed him. He's still breathing, still alive, still living, um, and very much doing the same things that he was doing before. Okay. So people ask me, Donald Trump requested that the files release. The files will not, they will be released, but not everything. Okay. Because you got to understand Jeffrey Epstein was informant, okay, a double agent, okay. So this information will not be released because it would be a security risk to did you guys see that just fly by that orb? I gotta rewind this video. Okay. Um he would be a security breach, security risk for um two countries. Okay. So I believe he's very much alive. If you go back to my videos, I said he never passed away, just like Charlie Kirk never passed away. Okay. They both, Charlie Kirk and Jeffrey, Charlie Kirk faked um, his crossing, and Jeffrey Epstein walked right out of that prison cell. Okay. He probably was never even in that prison cell. Okay. So my take on it energetically and looking at the energy surrounding it, he's out there, very much alive, very much active, very much doing the same things he's always done. Um, he was an agent, an asset. Um, it was very interesting when I did his readings. I did a couple of his readings. And I stated the same thing, the same energies coming up. I remote viewed him, okay? And when I remote viewed him, I seen him at a certain location, but there is multiple locations, okay? Um, and I believe he's very much alive, okay? And I believe that if all the information comes out, and Donald Trump is requesting to release the information, but they're going to only release so much. They're only going to give you so much. They're not going to give you everything. If they give you everything, there will be a lot of people. The whole economy was shut down, literally. Okay, literally. Okay, not just the economy. It might be civil unrest. Okay, I'm just saying for entertainment purposes, but that's what I'm seeing. So was Jeffrey Epstein a cultist? Did he dabble in cloning, just like Ghislaine? Yes. And she's also an agent. That's why when people say she's in jail, I'm like, That's not what I was seeing. Okay. I remote viewed her. And it was actually interesting when I remote viewed her where I seen her location at. Okay. Um, and I also seen the craziest thing is when you remote view. Do you guys see that? There's an orb. That's no gnat. That's an orb. I'm not at my residency. Okay. That's an orb. Okay. That is a spirit that has transcended. Okay. There's a girl that's read that I want to do, and that's probably her coming through. And I'm going to do that reading in a few minutes. Oh my God. Okay. Rewind this video and you will see the orb. Now, Epstein, my God, how many spirits, how many souls trying to come through? I mean, it's too many. Okay. It's too many. Um, is he a cultist? Yes. Is he a double agent? Yes. Does he have a cloning center? Yes. Was he in human trafficking? Yes. I mean, I'm not um talking about international. I'm talking about connections that could shut the whole government down. Okay. So Trump can say release those files all he wants, but energetically, psychically, those whole files or the information will never be released, but I believe it will be released in the future. Okay. I believe a lot of us are getting clarity and understanding why there's such a pushback. Okay. There's many Jeffrey Epsteins. Okay. And we look at the point of the human trafficking, the sex trafficking, but we don't look at the organ trafficking, the cloning centers, the breeding centers, um, God, so many things, and he has so many children out there. Okay, so and him being an asset, and how did he get? What I find very interesting, the most thing I find interesting about him, because to me he is, how can I say it? He needs to be buried. Okay, buried. Um, but somebody made him. Okay. What I find the most interesting thing about him, okay, is um, his upbringing and how he became so powerful. Um, because I believe in the occultist part of it, the hermetic or the numbers. Okay, um, he was very much knowledgeable. Okay, he was taught. Okay, but the most thing that I find interesting about him, he's a vile person. Vile. Okay, vile, needs to be in the ground, um, double locked up. But somebody taught him. Okay, he learned from somebody. Okay, um, and when I was channeling him, I in remote viewing, I got so much information. Okay, um, of where his location is, what he's doing. Okay, so is he alive? Yes. Okay, go back to my videos. Okay, was he a double agent? Yes. Is he vile, evil? Yes. But he's not the only one out there. But what is that I find very interesting, okay, is his childhood, okay, who he really is, how he was brought up, okay, and he just came out of nowhere like Houdini, okay. Nobody comes out of nowhere like Houdini, okay. Um, it's giving me this orphan energy, okay. And it's giving me this occult energy, and it's giving me many different things. Okay, so much I can talk about with him. They keep saying release the files, but if they release the files, truly release the files, it would definitely shut the whole government down. Okay, because there's so many people that will be exposed. Okay, and that cannot happen. Okay, so this is my take, my energy read, and I did many reads on this vile, evil man, Jeffrey Epstein. Okay, I have to rewind this video because there's an orb that is flying around here. Okay, now I am in a I'm not home. I will be home tomorrow. But that is a spirit, somebody that has ascended and transcended. And it just flew in my video. You can rewind it and you can see it yourself. This is Jennifer Felix, and this is my take, my energy read on Jeffrey Epstein. Okay, you guys. Thank you guys. Hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, and send some love, you guys. Okay. All right. Thank you. Bye.